Okay, hello. Welcome to the Food Talk TV. My name is Mayumi World. So thank you so much for joining today's live. I'm gonna make today is a Japanese burger. So let's see what's the difference between the regular American burger to the Japanese version. So I'll kind of share with you too. So thank you so much for joining. Uh, Thank you, Cass, to welcome Amanda. Thank you, thank you. I know we have some special guests coming on today's call. So let's see that. Let's find out. I think it's a Melissa. You're coming. And then the Texas. I think it's Texas. Okay, here you go. Let's see if they're here. So they're going to be part of member of the Food Talk TV show. So anyway, so while we're waiting for them to join. So my drink today is called the Nightworks. So Nightworks is for welcome. Can you see me?
Hi, Mayumi. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Melissa?
This is Mark, actually.
Oh, the Mark. Okay, sorry. Sorry, it's a far away. So welcome. Can you hear me? Oh, we kind of lost her. We kind of lost him. In and out. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. So thank you so much for helping me today on my live. So I'm gonna start making my drink. But meantime, hold on one second. My Momo, my little doggy, wanted to get out the kitchen door. So I'll be right back in 2 seconds. So maybe you can welcome everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. We appreciate it. You are watching Mayumi, a new day on TikTok TV.
Awesome. So my special drink today is the Makes Me Younger. So I'm drinking this one. So it's called the Nightworks. This is one of my secret one. I've been a health coach for 27 years and helping all the people get healthy, weight management to help to lose weight somewhere between 5 pounds to over 150 pounds. So if you needed some help, you can DM me and you can follow me too. Okay, so I'm going to make, hold on a second, think of this little line up. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna go down a little bit. I don't want to go down too much because it seems like it's gonna go down. So anyway, so this drink tastes like mango flavor. Oh, sorry. Oops. Okay, actually this is better, but.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Trini and Katz. Joe the Bull Guy. Thanks for coming in.
Okay, let me just adjust this lighting.
Hey, Pearly. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Lighting adjustment. Here you go. Okay, so I think you can see me a little bit more.
Yes.
Yes, it's good. Okay, great. So today I'm gonna make a Japanese version of burger. So I'm gonna go through, but I think I'm gonna make 1 or 2, or possibly if I have a little time, I'm gonna make a ginger pork. But let's see how much time I have. So I've been making for all the Japanese traditional dishes. And this is actually Japanese burger is, I don't know, it's a little slightly different. So I'll show you. It's very simple way, but I'll show you how that difference today. So hopefully it's gonna come out really, really good. Okay, so first I'm gonna mix with one of the ingredients. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna mix all of it. I'm gonna mix the ground chicken. I'm gonna mix with the ground beef. And I'm gonna mix with the ground pork. It's all mixed all together. So I'm gonna open up and instead of mixing everything together. And in the meantime, Mark, why don't you introduce like who you are and what's I heard that your show is coming up. So maybe you can kind of introduce what kind of your cooking show gonna be.
Absolutely. My wife and I, Melissa, are going to have a new show on Mondays on Food Talk TV. It is going to be called The Spice is Right. And Melissa makes a wide variety of different types of food, Mexican cuisine, comfort food, you name it. So Indian food. So she does a wide variety of things. And we're going to be very excited to join the Food Talk TV team. And we're going to be on at 6 p.m. Central Time on Mondays. So we're very excited.
Awesome. Very exciting. 6 p.m. That's everybody's hungry time. So that's a perfect time to watch.
We saw you last week. We watched you make your pancakes, and those looked wonderful.
Yes, thank you so much. Like every time when I come on the shows, my lunch, it is my lunchtime. My lunch is amazing lunch. So, so Daisy, 9 p.m. for you. That's awesome. Please join. There's so many amazing, amazing people on the Food Talk TV. So you definitely want to watch every single show and try out to if you can make something like that too. So, okay, so I'm gonna cut a little bit. So this is actually just something different. Like why you mix all of that? I got a beef and turkey and then a ground chicken all mixed together. Kind of like a Japanese way, we'll mix everything together. So, and then we're gonna use that little onion to cook, put in the inside. So I'm gonna cut the little onion. Let's see, put right here. And there you go. So anybody, maybe on the comment, anybody been to Japan or anybody had a Japanese burger? Maybe just put on a comment.
Good afternoon, Daisy Docs. How you doing?
Okay, so
Mary, thank you for the follow.
Thank you, thank you. Awesome. So I like the red onion, so it doesn't matter which onion. So I'm gonna cut very small. So the difference between the Japanese burger and American burgers, the biggest difference is we don't use the buns. So we don't use the bun. We simply have just a burger and we have a rice and we normally have a miso soup. We have a veggies. So that's kind of like our typical, when people said it's in Japanese, it's called a hamburger. So it's not a hamburger. So that's kind of like our typical, like hamburger. So if you're looking for the burger, in case you went to Japan, is that you can find the burger too, but like looks like a hamburger that kind of like the inside meat itself is a separate with the veggies and everything. That's our traditional kind of burger style. So yes, you have never had the Japanese burger. Okay, great. And excited to learn how to make it one. Awesome. Thank you so much.
I've never had one either. That sounds really good.
Yes. It's I think it's good. Some of you maybe just want to cut back some little extra calories. I mean, we're gonna have always on the side is a rice. Rice is a burger buns which has more calorie. It's probably has a similar kind of calorie. But just the way we eat the burgers, kind of like this meat is a little slightly different. So you'll find out too. So I'm gonna cut the small onion right here. And then, how many is like, I would say just the one. And we're just gonna cook it really, really good. This is my hungry son. He's gonna waiting for the lunch to come. Right, Colin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's really unique, Mayumi, that you mix the different types of protein together.
I love that.
Yes.
That's,
Have you ever done it? Mix all
No.
together?
but I love that. That's very, very unique. So
The reason we use a different kind of one is because sometimes when we use just the beef, it's get a little hard. Like a Japanese burger is because we use with a chopstick to eat, it kind of like how we eat and we don't use a knife and fork. So it's gonna be like a soft and like easy to eat, just like I'll show you once we start eating it. So I think that's one of the reasons we like to mix with all together. Or maybe that could be just my household. We'll see. My mom always mix together. As always, she make amazing, amazing flavors. So, so hopefully you guys gonna like that one. Okay.
thank you everybody for tuning in today, and please show Mayumi some love. Please tap the screen, and we appreciate all the love and support.
And did I miss Mark? Did I miss Marisa here? I don't know.
Melissa is here.
Oh, she's right next to you.
Yes, hey Kinsey White.
Okay.
Yes, she's sharing the live, Mayumi.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Awesome. Okay, so we just cut this one, and then we're gonna start cooking this onion. So you don't want to mix into this one the raw onions. We're just gonna cook a little bit, nicely done. So I'm gonna put some right here, and
While Mayumi's preparing that, for those of you that just joined, you're watching Food Talk TV. This is Mayumi, a new day, her afternoon show on Tuesdays, and she's making a Japanese-style hamburger today.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this one to cook. And you just simply a little bit of seasoning for salt and pepper, and if you like a little bit of garlic. But Japanese cooking is we don't have a normally no garlic. I think a lot of Italian like to use a garlic, but Japanese food typically we don't adding a garlic. So I think I'm gonna cut the garlic. Okay.
And, I know you saw she has put her proteins on the stove there, and that is a mix of proteins. Chicken, ground beef,
A little salt.
variety of meats.
Okay.
And turkey as well, yes.
Pepper. And just keep it this one for now. So in meantime, this all things, this one, what I normally do is that there's some Japanese panko, which is looks like that, right? So, but I thought I had it this morning, but I just realized I just ran out. I think I used for the last show. So we're just gonna have like a breadcrumb a little bit. And normally if you have a Japanese panko or like Asian panko at the store, what you need to do is just put a little bit of panko here. So panko here, or if you don't have it, this crumb is okay. And then based on how much is that, it's a little bit of filling in this one. And then we're just gonna put a little bit of milk to get like a little soggy. So let me
Good afternoon, Herb. Good afternoon, Mona Mary. Thank y'all for coming in.
Okay, just a little milk here. So, gonna mix a little bit of milk here. And I get a little soggy. Got a little bit of too much. Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Hope everybody's hungry. And then we're just gonna mix. This one has already seasoning, so but normal panko doesn't have any seasoning. So we're just gonna get a little soggy here, a little bit of here, a little bit, and then we're gonna adding a little bit. What do we need? We need an egg. So let me find the egg right here.
Thank y'all for coming into Food Talk TV today. Please feel free to give us a follow if you're not following me, if you're new to the channel. And Food Talk TV is on 7 days a week, various creators. And you're watching Mayumi today, a new day. She's making a Japanese hamburger today.
Okay, so how many eggs? Let's see the one. You don't want to make it too wet on this one, too much moist here. So let's try 1 or 2. I normally see 1 or 2. And you're gonna put this one already very soggy, this one. And normally panko will be the best. So then we're gonna put it here, all mixed together. And what else we need? Let's see. I feel like I need 1 more egg I like to put it on, but let's see. Let's wait. Okay, and then we're just gonna use a hand and mix together for now. And we're gonna seasoning a little bit more, but right now there's all the 3 different chicken, beef, and pork all mixed together with a 1 egg right now. There's no seasoning yet, but had a little panko in here. So mix together.
Michelle, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate you coming in. Good afternoon, Rita. How are you doing? Daisy and I would like to know what was the mix that you added to the.
Yes, that's a great question. So I mixed with the ground pork, ground chicken, and ground beef all mixed together. Oh, my hand gets all cold. That's why I need a hot onion in the back there to mix all together. Okay, so it looks like a pinkish color here. So let's see, I feel like, do I need a more egg? Let's see. Okay, so this one, let me wash. My hand is super cold, so let me warm it up with my hands here.
Daisy's also would like to know, Mayumi, what the panko mix is, I guess the brand name.
Sorry, what was your question?
What the name, the brand of the panko mix?
Oh, the panko mix is this one today was the Italian style mix. But if you can find just simple white one, there's no flavor one, that'll be recommended. That'll be the better one.
Okay.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. Actually, this morning I already had like sometime I cook my son's lunch already, and I've done the on this show a couple times. But I'll show you this. The Japanese fried chicken is ready. This was my son's lunchbox went out today, so it's really good. So I did the other show how to make this one too. Has a great ginger flavors and it's good to go. So that's my muncho a little bit.
Children's want to know also, Mayumi, did you add anything to the panko mix? Did you mix something with the breadcrumbs?
Oh, I put it like a little bit of milk and just like a mix all together and get soggy, and then you just mix together. So to get like inside that has a little more like fluffy inside, so that's what we need to have a panko inside. Panko and an egg, and then I'm gonna season a little bit, just a little bit of salt here. Salt and a little bit of pepper, not too much.
Thank you, Herb, for sharing the live, and good afternoon, Michael Perez. How you doing?
And then I'm cooking this onion right now, so it needs to be a little more brown, so I'm just gonna keep cooking.
Mayumi is making a Japanese hamburger today for everybody that just joined in, and you are watching Food Talk TV. We're on 7 days a week.
And let's see what else I like to add on. I like to add on a little bit of mushroom too. So, but it's gonna be very small. So I'm gonna make that. This is already small, but I think I'm gonna cut a little bit. Okay, so let me wash a little bit, just a handful, little mushroom, mixing the onion, and you want to cook it very small, so you don't even notice the mushroom.
Kingsley Y wanted to know what type of beef she added. It's actually a mix of beef. Kingsley Y, I'll let Mayumi explain that to you.
What type of
beef, and I told him it's a mix. I'll let you explain what everything is in there.
80%, 20% of fat one, 80-20 kind of combination. Sometimes if you do 90-10%, it's good, but it's get a little bit of maybe harder one too. So I like to make this Japanese burger is more like, if you can imagine, like more like a little fluffy inside and then like a very soft. So that's kind of like a Japanese burger tastes like.
Hey, good afternoon, Maria. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay.
Thank y'all for coming into Food Talk TV today. You're watching Mayumi. She is making a Japanese hamburger today with a mixture of meats, pork, chicken, ground beef, and turkey.
Did you say turkey?
Yes.
I don't put the turkey.
Oh, there's not turkey. My apology. I'm sorry.
I know. I
turkey was in there too.
Oh, but I cook it that way. So I just keep it. So it's a ground chicken, ground pork, and ground beef. Those are 3-1. Yes. The reason I didn't want to put the ground turkey is the ground turkey is a little more like a little hard when you cook. So the ground chicken is normally a little softer. So.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Mayumi.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you. I've been over here sharing, so I thought I'd stop in and say hi.
Yes. Would you like to introduce yourself and a little bit of talk about your show too?
Okay, so Mark and I have been invited to join the Food Talk TV world, which we're so honored to do. Our show is going to be called The Spice is Right, and we're going to be on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we just do some Southern hospitality and cooking and just great time just visiting. And I love showing others what I love to cook. And Mark loves to share what he likes to eat. And so it's just going to be a good time. And we're so excited for the invitation.
That's right. Kaz said you're showing off your new haircut.
Oh, I know. And I don't have any makeup on right now. I'm sorry, but yeah, I got buzzed. I'll tell you what, I got in a fight with a lawnmower and lost.
I can't wait to see your Food Talk TV show. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Mimi.
it.
Okay, now I'm gonna start a little prepare. We still need to cook down my onions a little bit longer. So the meantime, thank you so much for everybody join. Thank you so much for follow us and everything. So I'm gonna use the bell pepper. I like to have on the veggie on the side is the colorful ones. I got the red one, orange one, and a yellow one. And basically we're just gonna cut the small like little square. So I'm gonna cut that and put it this.
Now, can you explain the purpose to everybody, Mayumi, of using the different colored
Different
peppers?
one. You know, like it's a completely different concept. Like everybody here, American burger is more like the burgers. You know, a little more like not softing, right? Like it's just a little harder. But the Japanese burger is more like soft. Once I finish everything and when I try to eat with the chopstick, you kind of see like how soft the burger is. So that's why if you only use the beef, it's a very hard one. So we just want to create a softer one. So that's why adding to the pork and chicken, like all the mix. It's normally more like a pork and the beef one all mixed together. But today I just like adding to the chicken. So you want to make a very soft and fluffy. That's kind of like inside. That's kind of like a typical Japanese burger. If that makes sense to you.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. And then we're gonna put, and sometimes my favorite one is actually, there's some, I think I explained the last show too. There's some Japanese bell pepper, the green one. We only have a green one in Japan as a bell pepper. We have this one too, exactly this one, but we have a typical Japanese bell pepper is a green. And I used to have in my backyard and tastes a little more like a so thinner here, but it tastes more bitter. And because the bitterness and then the burger meats go so well, I normally my favorite is like stuffed bell pepper, green bell pepper burgers. That's my favorite one. So hopefully sometime I can go find some a Japanese bell pepper. Like anything using with the Japanese bell pepper, the green one, mixed with some different dishes, it tastes amazing. So I don't know, does anybody try the Japanese bell pepper on right here? So type it in. If it's a yes, let me know how you like that.
So there is a taste difference between the green peppers here in the United States versus Japan?
Totally different, yes.
Thank you, Michelle, for sharing the live. Appreciate that. And thank you also, Tracy Ventura, for coming in today and sharing the live.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna cut everything here for the veggies. Then I'm gonna mix more. So cut the small pieces. So this is gonna be on the side dishes for the Japanese burger. So put the square. This is a simple one, but I like it. I like it's colorful. I like with the good veggies here. And normally, I would say typical side dish for the Japanese burger is the potato salad. So I think my mom always made my potato salad. So, but today I want to eat just more veggies, so I'm just gonna do this one. Okay, and it normally comes with a rice and miso soup. So.
Thank you, everybody, for showing Mayumi love. Please feel free to tap the screen and show her some love and support.
Thank you so much. So this one cut small pieces, and then I'm gonna add this one to, so it's nice and colorful on the side. And then right now what I'm doing is actually I just cook already for the onion and the mushroom here. Mushroom is almost, it's hard to see. So we're gonna mix this one into the inside the burger. So I'm gonna just a little bit of chill here so it's not too hot. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it in here for now. Meantime, I'm gonna cook my veggies. And
Mama Mary, thank you for sharing the live with more than 10 friends. Very much appreciated.
did anybody said have a try the Japanese bell pepper? Nobody yet? I guess nobody. I have to show you. It's such a tiny, smaller bell pepper. Okay, so cut small pieces for this bell pepper. I'm gonna start cooking this one. So a little bit more of this. And actually, like if you like to, today I'm not gonna use to adding that. You haven't? Okay, I haven't. Okay. So I have to show my Japanese bell pepper one time. Okay, so also you can add a little bit of tofu if you like to make a tofu burger. Actually, mix with more those the things I mix with it. You can add the tofu too. Tofu is a great additional one to adding on that one because when you're adding more tofu, it gets more fluffier inside. It's very, very nice and soft flavors. So you haven't tried the Japanese bell pepper yet? Okay, once you try it, you're gonna love the flavors. I don't know how to describe it. It's a bitter, a little bit of bitter, but the bitter goes with the food is so well. So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna mix with. I'm gonna use the different pan.
Mayumi, we have a question real quick, and Marley Rose, thank you for coming in. Hello to you today. Keen ZY would like to know what's the difference between the American burger and the Japanese burger?
That's a great question. So American burger is like typical the buns and lettuce and tomato and some cheese and onion, then it just put the meats on the middle, right? So it's more thin and just round, and it just sometimes it's not like a fluffy. Sometimes it's a harder. So the Japanese burger, we don't have a buns. We have like on the side with the side dishes with some miso soup and the rice, and it's more like a fluffy. The flavor is more fluff. So that's the completely different one. So I kind of prefer my Japanese one too. I like the American burger too, but like that's more authentic one. When you go to Japan, that like at the restaurant, you can have those one too.
And I know you mentioned you actually eat that with chopsticks as well, correct?
I eat chopsticks, so that's a big difference too. So I'm gonna start cooking this veggies. This one, just put olive oil and put all the veggie. I just cut it and put it right here.
Love the color scheme.
Actually, this one, it's not a Japanese style, so I'm gonna use a garlic. Cause that would be, this is more like, this side dish is more like Italian side dishes. So I wanna use a little bit of garlic here.
And I know you mentioned earlier, garlic is not typically used in a lot of Japanese cuisine, correct?
Yeah, actually, none. We don't use a garlic for any Japanese cooking. Most likely, yes. So interesting, a Japanese cuisine is we don't use any spice. And other than like, I don't know if you're gonna call this, the wasabi is more spice. Just only wasabi is for the sashimi, when we eat the sashimi. And then that's about it. We don't use any other bunch spice. So we don't have that spicy food in the Japanese food much. So I'm gonna use a 3-clove here.
Marley, we appreciate you coming in for Mama Mary's share. Thank y'all.
Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you so much for coming. I know some of you keep coming back all the time, all week. Thank you so much. Okay, so another one.
Yes, please keep in mind, you can watch great creators such as Mayumi on Food Talk TV 7 days a week.
Okay.
And there's a schedule on the website, foodtalktv.com, that has the creators that are going to be on each day and their time. So you can please follow that for any kind of reference.
Okay, so for the garlic, I minced the garlic. It's very small too. And I'm going to use the 3-clove, which is quite a garlic. I didn't use any garlic for the burger one because I just want to have authentic Japanese flavor. But this side dishes, I'm going to use a lot of garlic. Okay.
Yeah, good afternoon, Cap Jack. How you doing?
So those are the garlic. Put it here.
For those of you who just tuned in, Mayumi is making a Japanese hamburger today.
And we're gonna put this one, side dishes.
Thanks, Cap Jack, for sharing. We appreciate that.
Okay.
Cap Jack said it looks delicious, Mayumi. I agree.
Okay, there you go. So this was the one already mixed the 3 different, like a ground beef and everything. So I'm gonna put the seasoning for little salt and pepper.
Yes, and the meat that you're seeing right now, Mayumi has ground beef, ground chicken, and pork.
Okay, let me just put it right here. And then what else we're gonna do? So I'm gonna add in while we're waiting for this. This is already cooked the onion and the mushroom. So we're gonna put the small one is into here and mix together. And let's see, gonna mix this one too.
Hey, good afternoon, Marianne. How are you? We are doing great today on Food Talk TV. How about your stuff? Thanks for coming in.
Okay, so now let's see. Okay, then now you're gonna mix all together. It's not too hot now, so I'm gonna mix this whole things together. So this one has a ground beef, ground chicken, ground pork, and like we cook the onion and we'll cook the mushroom. We got 1 egg and we have the like a panko mixed with a little bit of milk in here and all here together. So like this. I was gonna put one more egg, but I feel like this is kind of like fluffy, like nice and soft. It's gonna be nice and soft, so I think I'm not gonna use that egg anymore. So this looks great. And
How many pounds of meat total do you have there, Mayumi?
yes. So and then let's see. Hold on. Also today I'm gonna do a little special way. So it's not a traditional way, but it's my way. I like to have a little miso flavor and like a sweet miso flavor into this one. So you can just have like the red miso or any kind of miso. It's good mixed with a little bit of water and a little bit of sugar. And this is already pre-made one. So I always use a pre-made like a mixed miso here. Has a little bit of sweetener. So I'm gonna adding this one into this burger. Just a little bit here. Okay, so that inside has a little miso flavor, the burgers. It's gonna be amazing. So I'm gonna mix this whole things together.
Okay, Kingsley White had another question. He said he doesn't know much about Japanese cuisine, although he knows a little. He said, do you put soy sauce on the meat, I guess, at all times, or is it just
No, we don't. We use oftentimes the soy sauce, but not all the stuff. So more Japanese flavor can be simply a lot of broth. We call the dashi, which kind of comes with all the bonita flake or small fish and like that. So we have actually how to make from scratch to the good miso soup. Today we're not gonna do that, but so and then we have a little soy sauce flavor, and we have use a lot of miso too, some miso flavor too. So those are kind of main ingredients. Yeah. Wash my hands really good.
Thank everybody for showing to support Mayumi as well as Food Talk TV. We appreciate all the likes and the love, and thank y'all for tuning in today. And for those who just joined,
right now.
Japanese hamburger.
I'm just gonna adding a little bit of mushroom too. So adding some mushroom in here.
Marianne said she puts like miso and everything in every marinade.
Yeah, mushroom has almost no calories and has a good fiber. So all of us need a lot of more fiber. So that's a plus for us to use a lot of mushroom. Okay, just simply a little bit. And I'm gonna touch base with this one. Has at the end a little bit either miso flavor or soy flavor. I haven't decided yet, so we'll see how that works. So in the meantime, while I'm cooking for the veggies, now we're gonna start like making a little bit of Japanese size of the burger. So I'll show you. Let's see. Let's move everything's here. So you can.
Hey, Queen G, thank you for coming in today. Appreciate the heartening too, Carrie. Thank you.
Marianne wants to know what all's in the bowl.
Marianne would like to know, she was a little bit coming in the middle. She wanted to know in the bowl is ground beef, ground chicken, and ground pork, correct? Along with some other things you've mixed in.
Yes, that's correct. And then, so I'm gonna show you one more time. So this size, how big is that one? Like, so normally the American burger will be like more thin, right? Japanese burger is more like, what do you call this? Kind of like, not a bowl, but it's more like not too thin. Like it's more like this size will be more ideal. So I'm gonna start making this because we're gonna cook it that way. So inside here has the miso flavor and the ground beef, ground pork, ground chicken mixed together, and cook the mushroom, cook the onion here, the panko mixed with a little bit of milk, and then just a tiny bit of salt and pepper. What else? And an egg. We're just adding one more egg. So it's just kind of nice and not too round. I mean, you can make it round too. The normally like this kind of shape is typical, but not too thin, not too thick. It's kind of like that. So just we're gonna cook it all together. So we're just gonna make it for now. And but don't forget my veggie too. My veggie should be good soon. So, and this one, once you make it, you can leave it in the fridge. So the next day, if you're gonna make a lunch, you can quickly make your own lunch in the morning. So you can have a nice burger, bring it to the rice and some little veggies or something. And that's good to go. So right now, I think I'm gonna make just 4.
Hey, good afternoon, Kirk. Nice to see you. Seeing a lot of familiar names and faces today. So thank you all for coming in and supporting Food Talk TV and Mayumi. And for those of you who have just come in, she is making a Japanese hamburger.
Okay, so looks kind of like this. I want to see, looks kind of like that, little round. So not too thin, not too thick kind of thing. That's kind of like ideal shape for that. And then what I mentioned to Japanese bell pepper is a thin and a green, and then also a little smaller and has a bitter flavor. So I normally like to stuffing that into the Japanese bell pepper and tastes amazing. So, but I cannot find the Japanese bell pepper today, so we're not gonna do that. So let's check my veggies. My veggie mixed with all the bell pepper, and I think I'm gonna add a little bit of soy sauce flavor in this one. It has a lot of good garlic here, so I just want to cook a little bit more mushroom. And final touch, I'm gonna adding a little bit, maybe a little bit of touch of wasabi with a soy sauce. How about that?
Hey, Kirk, thank you for joining the team. Appreciate you being a member of the Food Talk TV team, and thank you for your service too, by the way.
And a little bit, let's see if I have wasabi. Okay. I'm going to touch with a little bit spice for wasabi. This is the tube wasabi. There's a green one, not the guacamole, it's a wasabi. I'm going to touch in here, touch bases in here. A little bit has a little spice. The Japanese flavor.
Mayumi, have a quick question that Marianne would like to know. What is the difference between a Japanese bell pepper and American bell pepper? I know you touched on that a little bit earlier, but...
Yeah, I know a lot of people have a question, right? That's it. Let me explain to you. But let me put some little soy sauce here and wasabi here. So that's just touch of it because I already wasabi and soy sauce and garlic kind of goes really well too. So I already kind of mixing here with all wasabi and a little bit of soy sauce. Has a lot of garlic flavor here. This is gonna be my side dishes for the next to the burgers. So because it has a little bit of wasabi, you kind of taste a slightly wasabi flavor, which is so awesome. I'm gonna leave it here because this is ready to go. I'm gonna change this pan and a little bit of clean up this pan instead of making the little burger too.
Good afternoon to everybody. Thank you all for tuning in to Food Talk TV today and enjoying Mayumi make her Japanese hamburger today.
Okay, and we're gonna bring you guys right here so you can see what's going on here too. So let's see. I'm here, move this one.
Yes, Trini, the veggies do look good.
Okay, let's see. I have to take everything is off here. Okay, so take this off. Perfect. Okay, so now you guys gonna come right here so you can see what's going on in my kitchen side. Oops, sorry. Okay, here you go, here you go. Normally you come see me on that side and this angle, you can see what we're cooking here. Okay, so I just put the olive oil right here and then we're going to make this amazing little burger size here for 2 people. So 2 for me and my son. You saw just tiny. He's hungry. He knows my Food Talk TV time, so he always waiting for the amazing lunch.
He's smart.
Yes. So I'm gonna put this one nicely on a pan.
Hey, Linda, how you doing today? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and supporting Mayumi and Food Talk TV.
Thank you, everybody, for every week. Thank you so much. So put it right here. So the difference is, a big difference is kind of like a big round. It's a little more thicker. And inside is very fluffy, soft. That's a big difference instead of a hard one. So I'm just leave it here for now. And let's see, we don't want to burn it, so I'm just going to tiny bit to have medium right here. Okay, so, and these are the mix. So I'm gonna use this one later on to my rest of my other family, but also you can save this one in the fridge and you can eat for the next day lunch or something. It's very nice.
Mayumi, King's EY has a question. What technique did you use to make it that fluffy? He said it, you know, to him it looks very fluffy.
Yes, the goal is to, we mix with so many different meats, like a beef, the ground beef. If it's only ground beef, it's going to be a little hard. So that's why I mix with the ground pork and ground chicken too. So if you don't eat the pork, you can mix with the ground turkey too. The ground turkey is also a little bit of harder side, but ground chicken has always a little bit of more softer side, so, and a moist too. So I always like to mix with a ground pork and a little bit of ground chicken too.
So you actually can add the turkey as an option. It's just going to make the texture a little bit different.
Yes. I feel like it's going to be a little harder. So when I chew, so that's why I put a little bit of panko. And that's a little stuffing to panko mixed with the milk together and put it together. That has a little bit of inside, more like softer kind of flavors.
Perfect. Thank you, Buttercup, for the follow.
And we're just gonna leave it here. Now let's, and this veggie is very nice. Let me actually taste a little bit while we're rating this one to see how kind of taste is that. Let me find out. I was gonna make actually the chicken, I know the chicken like a pork, ginger pork, but you know, I think this will be enough once. I think we'll do it next sometime. Ginger pork is really, really good dishes too. Very simple, but it's very tasty. Okay, so let's find my chopsticks. So I did some chopstick lesson too last time. So in case everybody good at to use a chopstick, what's the question? What?
Yep. What temperature would you cook that to? 165?
Oh, this one?
Yes.
I don't even know. So, but this is like a medium heat, medium one. So most likely is that 163. I feel like it's a little more, but so then like sometimes like we don't wait to like because it's a fluffy inside. So what you can do is you can cover this one instead of just
Several people have said these remind them of little mini American meatloaves.
yes, really kind of like that. So we just put it on. So we just want to have, let's just check. I think we can just turn it too. So just kind of turn here. So it has a nice little brown like this one. So, but the inside is still very soft. So we just want to, I just kind of turn, but I want to cover now and cook it everything to make sure the whole thing. So nice kind of color and juicy, right? And it's fluffy. You can see that little more fluffiness. We have a Japanese version of pancake. It's so fluffy pancake. I have to make that one too. That tastes amazing too. Okay, so we're just gonna cover a little bit here and take time to either medium heat or you can go a little bit of lower heat. No hurry because we're just gonna cook it down. Now it has a moisture, so it should be really nice and cooking faster. Yes.
Yeah, I know Mayumi just mentioned pancakes. She made a Japanese pancake last week, and if any of you missed it, you can go on YouTube and watch the video in full on Food Talk TV.
Food Talk TV, and I have like a typical like more like a pancake style with a sweeter Japanese version, fluffy pancake. The pancake goes like that. American pancake is very thin, but the pancake I was gonna make for the maybe I don't know next week or sometime will be like this high. One pancake. It's so fluffy inside, so that would be a great one to make it. So I'll make some of the breakfast kind of like menu thing. So that's like such a fluffy one. When you're shaking the dishes, it's kind of fluffy. Pancake is moved too. So yes, fluffy one. Okay, so let's taste this amazing my veggie. Mix a little bit with a lot of garlic and then mushroom and bell peppers, different color bell pepper and the garlic. And I put the touch of wasabi here and I have a touch of soy sauce here. So let me just taste some of this one. Very good. This one, we don't want to overpower the flavor, but I think maybe I can put slightly more soy sauce maybe. I normally don't like anything overpower with the sauce. I always like to taste like all the veggie flavor, but slightly we can put a little more wasabi, and a little bit more soy sauce because we have a tons of garlic here. So simply wasabi is you're just gonna put in a wasabi here. Squeeze the wasabi.
I know you mentioned, Mayumi, that you have a garden there at home. Do you grow those peppers as well?
Yeah, we used to have a pepper, but I have a green onion. I don't touch nothing, but keep growing. I only bought 2 green onion from the Whole Foods. I put it in my backyard, and that green onion keep like so strong. Nobody cannot pull anymore, and keep growing for now. It's like 2 years. Wow! So it's amazing. I have magic garden.
That's great.
So touch of the soy sauce and mix together with the wasabi. So that will be our side dishes. Now check into the You can see this is cooking. It looks very nice. And now I'm gonna start putting this satay to the plates. Look at this. It's very nice. But I still wanna put it down a little bit more to keep cooking. Keep cooking. In the meantime, I'm gonna serve a little bit on the plate.
Mayumi, I have a question myself. As far as from a texture standpoint, compared to American hamburger meat, compared to the Japanese hamburger, is there a texture difference?
Yes, texture is completely different. So you will see that too. I'm gonna put the side one. I just remember one thing I had to do is actually the sauce. We need a sauce of this one. Simple, typical Japanese way is I'll show you. So you just want to get some little in here cup, and you just need to get some. The typical one is wait, hold on a second. That's the one I.
Everybody for coming in today. You are watching Food Talk TV featuring Mayumi this afternoon, and she is doing a Japanese style hamburger.
So it's normally we adding some a little bit of little mix with a little ketchup and mix with a little bit of the sauce, my special sauce. But I think, hold on a second, that's the most important ingredient. And so you can pre-make it, that sauce. Hold on 1 second.
Thank you, everybody, for the 11 plus thousand likes. Please show your love for Mayumi Food Talk TV. Thank you. Please tap for her and tap for Food Talk TV.
Okay, so I'm gonna use today's a little miso flavor because I remember adding the miso too. So normally we can do with a little bit of Japanese like sauce, like oyster sauce mixed with a little bit the tomato, like ketchup, mix a little bit of mayonnaise too. That's kind of typical way, but I'm gonna mix with the ketchup and the miso together. And when you're adding a little mayonnaise flavor, it's kind of get a little more creamy sauce. So let me taste this one. It's very good. Mix with a little miso, then sugar, and then a ketchup. But ketchup has a sugar already. So if you have a little miso and mix with a little ketchup, if you like to adding a little bit of mayonnaise, you can go ahead to adding that too. Has a more creamy flavor. I'm keeping this way. So let's check if my burger is ready. I think it should be ready. Let's check. Doesn't that look amazing looking like that? So like a thin and fluffy. So let's see. I think it should be ready. But let me just double check. I'm gonna cut it in half to make sure. The inside has a slightly not ready because it's such a fluffy one. So I'm gonna cook it a little bit slower.
Mayumi, Marianne would like to know, would these vegetables be in a typical side dish for a burger in Japan?
Actually, the typical side dishes for this burger will be potato salad. Potato salad, like a potato, adding to the cucumbers, and then little cooked carrots, and put it all the mixed together. And that's kind of like a typical potato salad with the burger is a typical Japanese one. And then it has the rice and the miso soup. That's kind of like a typical menu for the Japanese one.
Is the potato salad over in Japan any different from our typical potato salad?
I think it's similar. It's more like kind of like Hawaiian potato salad kind of things. So it's very similar, yes. But you know the difference is our mayonnaise is different than American mayonnaise. I love Japanese mayonnaise because it has a little more vinegar flavors. So if you have a chance to go to some Asian store to find a Japanese mayonnaise, try with your sandwich, try with your anything you use mayonnaise. Me personally, like it has a little more vinegar flavor. It tastes much better. So try that too if you haven't tried that.
Good suggestion.
Okay, so I think this is done. So what am I gonna do is I'm gonna serve 2 here. One right here. Oh, oops, sorry. Not supposed to go this way. So one like that, so simple way. And then you're gonna add into that on top of the miso flavor mixed with the little ketchup sauce right here. Mmm, that looks yummy. So you can see a little fluffy.
Those look delicious.
Isn't that amazing? This is a perfect one. So normally 2, 3, 4, depends on how hungry you are, and then the side dishes. And this get a little messy. Let me clean up a little bit too on the side.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Food Talk TV this afternoon. You've been able to see me.
Final. This is the side dishes. Has the bell pepper, the mushroom, and a lot of garlic and soy sauce flavor with the wasabi in it. And then the burger, Japanese fluffy burger, has mixed with the ground chicken, ground pork, ground beef, and cooked the onion, cooked the mushroom, and the panko mixed with the milk together in here, and then the egg. And all together, I think that's what it is. So, and I put some little miso flavor inside. And I just put on the top of the sauce. It has a miso flavor today. So let's taste it. This one. This looks amazing. So you can see, use the chopstick, and very nice. And so I can eat just like this. This is how we use it. Use chopstick, cut it like your own mouth size, and then just put one bite. Very nice. Let me taste it. It's very soft. Very flavor. I feel like I need a rice and miso soup with that one. It's so good. So looks very yummy. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's very, very tasty and very yummy. On the top sauce today, I use a little bit of miso flavor. If you like more like soy flavor, the other side things you can do is you graze the daikon radish, and I put on top of daikon radish. If you have a shiso leaf, you put the shiso leaf here, put the daikon radish and just graze it, and you just touch of the soy sauce on the top. And now they'll taste more like a Japanese, like a more simple flavors. But I love miso flavor, so I just adding that one. It's really, really good. And it's so soft inside too. And you can eat it just like that with the rice. I have a rice over there, so that's gonna be my rice too.
That seems to be a big hit in the chat.
Oh my God, it's so good. So soft, that's kind of thing. So, and then you can add it with this one. So very good. So be creative. The inside, it's definitely like a big difference is a softness inside and the fluffiness inside. And today I just did especially a little more like top sauce is mixed with a ketchup and then a sweet miso. So those are mixed together on the top sauce. Those are great one too. But there's so many different ways to put on the top. So try this one. It's just amazing, amazing flavor. So please come back to watch me again, follow us, and more like, thank you so much for lots of lots of gifts. And let's see what can I do. I normally like to keep it like more Japanese authentic dishes, like a lot of people don't even know. So I'm kind of bringing up more dishes. So you can go back to watch the YouTube and other like a past life. So you can kind of get all the things what I done in the past too. I made a sushi. I think I did a udon. I did a Japanese karaage, the chicken, fried chicken, all kind of things. So far it's been all the Japanese kind of recipe. So I hope you enjoy it. And thank you so much for the Mark and all the support. And I can't wait to see your TV show, Who Talk show too.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Mayumi. Thank you so much for allowing Melissa and me to come in and spend time with you and watch your delicious Japanese hamburger today. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. I will see you next week. Have an amazing day.
Thank you, everybody.
Stay healthy. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oops, sorry. Hold on.
And while she's getting up, don't forget, everybody, follow Food Talk TV.
Let's see. Sometimes my hands doesn't get to the right here. Bye now, bye-bye.